Welcome in, guys. Jerry Handy Sr. here, jerryhandy.com, and I'm so thrilled and excited to have you to jump on this video with me today, because I wanted to do is talk about something that helps a lot of our offline guys and gals that have been running a business for a period of time, and they have been doing pretty good, pretty well. I mean, they've been in business. Obviously, if they wasn't being successful, they wouldn't still be around. So now that they're still here and they have the mindset that they want to progress and move their business forward, they want to move beyond their local market. It's just really a sphere of individuals that you can reach in the offline world in your local vicinity, right? If you're in East Texas, it's kind of difficult for you to reach somebody that's over in New York, especially if you have a product that is shippable, some type of clothing item, some type of even a service that you may, attempt to do online. But let's not get into that. What I want to really discuss with you today is how do you take your business from the physical domain to and add to. This is not taking away from what you're already doing, but to add to your business from a virtual perspective, online. How do I transition over into the online world? And that's what a lot of business owners are starting to wonder. You think about the some difficulties that they may have. It's a lack of education about certain things as far as what you actually need. What do you do when you say, well, I want to bring my business online? Well, what do you actually do? What does that mean? What does that entail? And that's what a lot of them get hung up at. They can get online, they can get on the Facebooks and the Twitters and the YouTubes and Instagrams and Pinterest and all that stuff, and they see a lot of different people that have businesses that are starting to post about their businesses. They make, special pages on Facebook for their business, and they, when a person clicks on that links and it takes them to a certain website, they want to know how to get into that action. That's lost revenue, right? You already have pretty much an audience and people that track you, that follow you, that are friends with you. How do you tap into that market? How do you get to where they are? And that's one of the topics we want to discuss today. And it specifically starts with something as simple as a web presence, right? You have a physical presence in the offline world where people come to your store. If you're at 1234 Mockingbird Lane, Houston, Texas, zip code, whatever, right? An individual knows how to get to that, especially if they're in your local market. They know where Mockingbird Lane is. They know where Houston, Texas is, right? So if someone was driving from, let's say, San Antonio, Texas, and want to get to Houston to your store at 1234 Mockingbird Lane, what do? Well, they type it into GPS. GPS takes them directly to that location, because it was specific. Okay, well, let's translate that over to the online world. How do people find your business? If you say, for example, you're running a photography business, your photography business is XYZ Photography of Houston. How do they find you online? Well, what you can do is get something as simple as this. And I know you type them in all the time, but you never thought about how it actually relates to your business. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. Let's just assume that you haven't. There's some people that you really don't understand these things. So we have to take it the most elementary thing that is relative to them. And let's just break it down like this. All right. So what you'd have to actually have to have is, say, for example, if you're looking at my website right now, if people want to find me, they'll go to www.jerryhandy.com. They'll find me. They'll find all the articles I've written. They'll find all the videos I've done. They'll find all the interactions and the whole nine. JerryHandy.com. That's where you'll find me. So if someone wants to find your business, what do you need? You need a place online where they can find you. XYZ Photography of Houston.com, right? So they can find you online, because there is no other way that they'll be able to get in contact with you. Of course, you can go into detail as far as contact forms and different things like that. But first and foremost, you got to have a place on the internet. Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and Google Plus and Pinterest and all that stuff, they don't belong to you. Okay? They'll say, well, I have a place. People can find me online. They can find me on my Facebook page. And no. Why is that? It's critical because a lot of people, let's say, for example, you built that following up to, tens of thousands of people. And then tomorrow, Mark Zuckerberg, I think that's his name, the owner of Facebook, decides, you know what? I've made enough money with Facebook. I think I'll pull the plug. And tomorrow it's gone. Where are all your thousands and thousands of followers that were with you, that were following you on a daily basis? They're gone. Why? Because you led them to the Facebook brand, not your brand. So what you need to do is create your own brand online. If it's xyzphotographyofhouston.com, create your domain name. How do you get a domain name? Well, it's simple. There's a couple of different ones that I've used in the time past, and I can only refer you to those. There are a number of what they call domain registrars out there, but specifically I use one called Namecheap.com, and I've also used one called GoDaddy.com. You can find them. The domains are very inexpensive. You can probably get them for less than $10, and that's on a yearly basis. And once you have a domain, you pretty much have a a virtual online address where people can actually find you and be able to get in contact with you. But it goes beyond more than just a domain. There are some other things you got to have in place, and we'll cover those in the next video or the video to follow really soon, so we can really get you into what you have.